Okay, this is the solo in Good by Better Than Ezra. There it is. Let's dig in here and take a look at it. Basically, the whole thing starts with our index finger anchored down here on the 5th fret of the 2nd string and our 3rd finger on the 7th fret of the 3rd string. And what we're going to do is bend that 7th fret note while we keep our 1st finger anchored. And the pitches should sound pretty close to being the same. On the recording, they don't sound exact like this. They kind of wave back and forth in and out because he's kind of bending the string and wiggling it as he's doing it. But for practical purposes here, we're going to try to make them sound as close as possible. And then we're going to pick that note like I'm doing here in 8th notes and then gradually release it like so. And then we're going to have a bend on the 7th fret, then 7 regular, 5, it's back to 7, back to 5, scoot 3rd finger over here to 7th on the 4th string, and then back to 5th fret here. Again, that's and you want to listen close to the recording to get exactly where this bend kind of comes down gradually so you can lock it in with the music. It's kind of hard to explain when you're not listening to the music along with playing the song. So maybe get SoundForge or one of those looping programs and loop the solo and try to play along with it over and over till it's locked in. That's what I do usually to figure out solos and also practice them before I make the videos. Alright, next step. We're going to use our 1st finger anchored on 5th fret of 1st string and our 3rd finger over here on the 8th fret of the 2nd string. And we're going to do a little bend figure like this. And what I'm doing here is I'm bending the 8th fret on the 2nd string with my 3rd finger and anchoring my 1st finger here and picking that note twice. So we're going bend, 2 notes here. And that happens 5 times in a row in the solo. And then we're going to go 5th fret, 2nd string with our index finger, then 3rd finger to this high note up here on the 8th fret of the 1st string, and then 2 5th fret on 1st string notes. So that whole sequence looks like this: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Swap over to this string, 8, 5, 5. Again, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Like that. From there, we're going to go 1 more of these, then 3 of these, 1, and that was just, those 3 are just bend, single note, bend, single note, bend, single note. From there, we have these things. Notes played simultaneously. That's the bent note and also the 5th fret note here 4 times, and then just a regular 8th fret note here. So that whole section would look like this: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4 simultaneously, and that note. So if we look at this in 2 sections, the first being this bend, and this being the second, there's our whole solo. So do your best to try and lock it in with the music. I can't stress enough how important it is to try playing it along with the recording for this type of solo. Let's go ahead now and look at the end of the song.